Tonight's episode, San Diego, Sept of the Howling Winds, werewolf venue set in San Diego. The scene starts on the Sept of the Howling Winds itself. The members of the Sept going about their business, whatever it is, when they hear one of the older Garou spreading word that they need a Philodox and some people to work with them. And they will, the word will be spread where to meet if you're up to the task.
Well, Joey will be immediately there, as they are in need of a Philodox, and he just so happens to be one. Thus, he is there. His jacket looking as scruffy, just himself looking as scruffy as he usually does.
Yes, he will shoulder check Brat gently as they're walking, and will kind of motion his head that way and say, "Let's go check it out."
Okay, whatever you say. And she'll follow him, kind of like a little bit behind, looking about, still curious, because new area. She'll like dawdle a little in the back and then speed up to catch up to him. She's kind of short though, so it takes a while.
I guess Kyle will be on the back of Gabby, saying forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Right before. I got you. This is her exercise. She runs around with other people on her back. Totally. The rest of the Targaryens will two of the Targaryens will catch up with their other Targaryen.
Sorry. You broke me.
We take what is ours with fire and blood, with less incest.
Less? No. Jesse will notice the packmates and just look at them like, y'all fuckers need Gaia.
Oh.
Walk over. Yo, so just to clarify something, by the way, do you know how weird it is to explain to a cut what a fetish is?
But you got it though.
Should I learn as a
Brat's gonna have like a grossed out face.
Try to explain to her that it involves binding and it didn't work.
Yes, por favor, please. I'm not like, you gotta find like different terms and shit, because all I'm thinking of is that there's some weird underground dungeon and you know, do we have
I know.
What?
This is shit I told me I have to worry about when I become a tin parent. He'll walk along, just waving his hands like, fuck.
Did you go with the extra?
And this is why, see, this is exactly why I'm not calling you Den Father or Daddy. It's Den Padre. Padre.
Den Padre is great. Please don't call me Den Daddy. Please. Don't do that.
Brad's actually going to have like a little gag reflex.
No, caca. Que socio.
Well, you're the one who's talking about fetishes and binding and underground dungeons. You know what?
Did you go with the explanation first? I mean,
I did.
Lucia.
Listen, I'm just glad it wasn't Sierra, because that would involve a lot more blood and probably a lot more traumatizing things.
Cycle.
Wait, Sierra. Did we meet Sierra? I'm a little confused. She'll look at Jesse.
Sierra was the one you met when we saw the Fenrir symbol and said, but that thing.
But she seems so nice and not into weird creepy shit.
She's the sweetest person you ever want to meet.
Fucking wonderful. I love her. She's like a sister to me.
Okay, but like blood and trauma.
But she weaponizes her like menstrual cycle. That is a thing.
That's true.
I think she can give birth.
Brat's just gonna get kind of pale.
I don't have a menstrual cycle to judge whether that's okay or not. I don't feel comfortable. But I did tell her if she ever needed my seminal fluids in order to make things happen, I would totally be willing to give it to the company.
Oh, okay. 1 second.
Go ahead.
1 second.
It's cool. You can vomit.
Are we supposed to be here for like a mission or something?
Something like that.
Brat's just like taking a moment taking a moment.
Just
All
take
the,
a deep
the
breath.
repressed knowledge of sexual reproduction and stuff from
I'm
Catholic orphanages. Ooh,
To explain to
this
you,
is a culture shock.
it has nothing to do with sex. Fetishes have nothing to do with these fetishes. The Garou fetishes have nothing to do with sex. I have no idea.
Okay.
Okay. I don't happen to
Hey,
have
Joey,
it.
what's up?
What?
Okay, so what now? ¿Qué pasó? Yes, see what's up?
You know what?
What's
You want
up?
to talk about fetishes, Gabby? Let's talk about yours intense. And he'll smile at her.
Tense? Do we have?
I don't recall talking to you. I recall saying, "Hey, Joey, what's up?"
Oh my.
I really love your kinfolk. He'll shrug and nod his head and walk.
I thought you guys just got lost in the woods repeatedly.
Oh my god. We call that camping in most polite circles.
I was trying to be petty, but okay. Like,
You can't. You are petty. He'll punch him on the shoulder playfully.
laugh.
Brett's got a little notebook in her pocket and she's writing fetishes, not always for sex. Just like little things. Sierra, menstrual cycle use? Lots
So,
of like
like-
exclamation points. I mean, that is a lot of blood.
So, like, he'll look and say, so how much of the forest did you actually see? Or did you just see, like, the top of the tent?
No,
Like,
you know what? We all went hiking. It was beautiful. The evening time things were a little more. It wasn't me. It was them. He'll point over at Gabby. It was them.
That
It was all them.
sounds like the truth. We had to go through the hoops, but I appreciate it, though.
Nope, it was them.
He's just mad because he lost.
Damn.
I didn't lose. I didn't even participate.
You lost. First night, you lost.
Damn. That's fast.
Yeah, well, I got married before you did, so nah. And he'll point at his wedding ring.
And he will, like, sniff over at Brad. Like, smell like fury.
I got married first, Ryan, to you.
Uh-huh.
Wait, is he like getting into Brad's personal space bubble?
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Brad will kind of look at him dead in the eye. Excuse me.
That's
Who
fine.
are you? Yes, you. Who the hell is this?
Have you not met him yet?
Yes, yes. I don't know. He's just sniffing in my bubble. ¿Qué tú quieres? What you want?
Hey, breathe. Fuck's sake. That's my packmate. His name is Kyle, Bleeding Fire. He's not going to try to touch your jimmies. Calm down.
Whoa. Nothing about
I
the
mean-
jellies.
Jellies? No, he's just sniffing and is weird.
Well, he's part
Is-
wolf. What do you think? He's going to sniff at you.
It's okay.
Maybe ask first. Maybe
Kyle.
maybe I had some really bad tacos and I don't want him sniffing.
Ask the poor lady if you can sniff her.
But nobody else is going to ask her. They're just going to roll up on her.
He'll just rub his face. Okay.
That's fine. I'll ask, but like, you know what?
You know what, Brat? You know what, Brat? He's your fucking elder. Submission of those in greater station. Let him sniff you.
Joey
That
just
makes more sense.
Joey
That
just
makes more
nods.
sense. Go ahead.
Joey just nods at that. He just nods at that.
Hamster feel it smells fantastic.
I mean, like, oh my gosh, she just looks at both of them. It was like, wasn't that serious? I was going to, you know what's happening. My name is Kyle. You smell like Black Fury. That's what I was saying. That's why I came over close to you. It's
Oh,
very
okay.
obvious. Like, it goes over like
thank
whatever
you.
perfume you're wearing. It's obvious.
It don't-
like coconut. I love it.
Brett will just blink at that. At Jesse. Okay. Look back to Kyle. Okay, thank you.
I'll get out your
I don't
space.
know. I didn't know that Black Fury smelled
Yeah,
like something.
yeah.
They
It
smell
smells like women and swords.
No, orange juice.
That sounds fantastic. Oh my god, is that what it smells like? Please tell me that's what it smells like.
No. I've said it 5 million times. Black Fury smell like orange juice and rage.
I mean, half of that is right, I guess.
Orange
guess
juice is pretty good.
I mean, you could smell it on most people. Like, give it a shot. It's very distinct.
And we all smell different, I'm guessing.
Yeah, try it for yourself. Sniff me.
Okay. Brett will just raise an eyebrow, like, okay, how do I just like?
Just so you know, I'm not being awkward. Like, it's a thing.
It's his.
Okay, but like, it's new for me. It's new for me.
I'm letting you know, so
It's
you
just new
know.
for me. Okay, and Brett will lean over and awkwardly, like, just be like, sniff his general area and go. Okay.
Yeah. That's a perception primal urge.
I know, I'm looking it up now.
Over to Gabby and kind of like lean his arm on her, like, what the fuck?
No. We're teaching her the ways of the
This
wolf.
is not the weirdest thing we've ever seen.
No.
This is like tame as shit.
Where, which channel is it? Which channel is it?
I don't think we've started a scene in Discord yet.
Pick one.
Use 3.
Oh, we're
There
using
we
one.
go.
Number 1
Three?
because I already used
Well, whatever.
Oh, well.
It has been chosen.
number 1. Number 1 is already set up.
Got you. Gracias. Okay, and I will open up the sheet. Perception primal urge, you said?
See,
Gracias.
you definitely smell like definitive child of Gaia. Now, we haven't decided what that smells like, but I'm going to say it smells like
Weed.
weed and grass.
Weed, patchouli, and grass.
Yes.
2 different types of grass.
Yep.
Brat's gonna tilt her head and nod. Okay, well, that's what you smell like. It's not bad.
Exactly. Like you smell like something too. Now sniff Gabby. Like you'll get it.
Can I sniff you, Gabby? Is it okay?
Sure, go ahead. I mean, the correct way to ask that would be, could I sniff you, Gabby Raya? But go ahead.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I'm not.
Can I
I'm not
sniff
huge.
Are you teaching my cub? Are you teaching my cub? Are you coming into my house in front of my cell and teaching my cub? Go ahead.
I was gonna say the correct
You're
question would be,
obsessed
are
with
you
that
teaching
fucking
my
salad
cub
meme.
Raya?
Oh fuck no!
You're
You did not.
obsessed. You're obsessed with that salad meme. Damn it, yes, you. Okay, fine. And she's gonna go over to Gabby and give her a sniff. Ooh, she smells her better.
Yeah,
Just
women in
pieces.
swords.
See, like I told you, like once you're like around it enough, you start like, wow, what the fuck is that? Like,
The fuck
Damn.
do I smell like?
That smells real cool, man.
see,
Black
not
Fury
a
smells
fetish.
awesome. It's Black Fury smells freaking awesome. I want like swords and women. It's beautiful.
Yeah,
What have I been missing out? Damn it.
pretty good deal.
but what's your name though?
I'm Brat.
Like for real? Like you want to be called Brad?
You don't like her real name.
Fair enough.
I like Brat better.
It's
There
like
you
how I tell people my middle name.
But your middle name is so cute though.
Oh my god.
Wait. What's your middle name? Yes.
See, no, I can't. That's like roll code. I can't do that to him.
No, it's okay. I'm asking Yesi. Por favor.
Yeah.
No, like that's my pathway. I really can't.
You need to know my middle name now, don't you?
If he tells you
Do you
that,
know my first name? You know my first name?
I do know your first name. My middle name is James.
damn. That was kind of my same reaction, but I approve.
Un momento, perdón.
My uncle's name is James.
Un momento. Okay.
They named me James.
Then padre, tu nombre es Yesi James Steele?
Yeah.
Why are you not in porn? That's like a perfect porn name.
Every time.
I mean,
It's the perfect porn name. Yesi, por favor, think about it.
there's somebody named Lexington still, and he does a very specific type of porno.
I'm just saying, you could rake in a lot of money with that kind of name. It's like a perfect setup too,
Last time I
and then your
remember-
signature would be so perfect.
Oh god.
Brad, you're missing the big picture here. Yeah, Jesse could do porn, but he could also do rock and roll.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
James. Yes, this
You know,
is
he
true.
could be he could be like
A
that Bon
drummer.
Jovi guy. Nah, Bon Jovi. No, he's got to be the guitar singer.
Guitarist singer.
You know, I'm not going to
Nick?
point out that I do. I just blush.
I mean, you do
Oh my
have
god.
eyes.
Jesse, this is perfect. Jesse, this is. Oh my
But
god.
like,
Yes.
less about Jesse, more about you. What's your first name, though?
Oh.
Now I'm curious.
Is Bridget? Is
I would. Ew, no, Brad. Okay. You don't look like a Bridget.
right?
No,
Who the fuck names their chat? Well, like I'm pretty sure it's Bridget
we're
for the
Brad.
most.
You're
And like that
probably
is better.
after the Saint, to be honest.
Why though?
Do I look anything similar to a saint? Would you saint me?
No,
I would though. I would.
Exactly.
unless I
would-
make you the Saint of, I don't know, frustration and oil.
Okay, it has to be car oil, mechanic oil, not any kind of oil, okay?
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, but like, you think about it, frustration and oil, we were just having a conversation about porn stars.
Okay, but what would
You
I
gotta
be?
think of context.
What would I be the patron saint of?
Sex
Sass.
and rock and roll.
So much sass.
That's sex and rock and roll. Okay.
Sass, sassy, rock and roll.
Also, Joey's thinking to himself, I'm so glad Brett didn't smell me, because I smell horrible.
Okay.
She's kind of curious. She's kind of curious of what Jessie smells, but she'll wait later. She'll ask later.
People, the elders have called for us. We need to go.
Let's see. Then padre, whatever you say. Salute and follow him.
Jump back on Gabby's back. Forward for victory, for honor, for blood.
Forward.
Oh.
Joey, we must deliver you upon the elders. He will scoop Joey up playfully, like kind of throw him over his shoulder, and start running in the direction of where the howl was.
You can't let that man beat you.
He's not gonna. He has never beaten me at anything before. He will not beat me at this.
So he's running
this.
with Joey playfully.
And Brat is apparently running after these people too.
It's like telling
Thinking
Gabby.
to the back of her head, are these really the people who are mentoring me?
Yes.
What a weird cult.
And as you guys arrive where you were told to meet, you see a wolf pacing very frustratedly back and forth in the area. For those who've seen him before, the rather elusive wolf smells the fear. Member of Dazzle's and Wisdom's pack is there pacing back and forth. He is an Athro for those who know.
As respectfully as humanly possible, he will put the bonard down in front of him. I understand that every word of that was an oxymoron.
Submit. Show them.
Like, Mika, I found your Philodox.
He turns, seeing that you've arrived, finally. Somebody with a Philodox, which makes him happy, and there's half a grin on his face. He walks up towards the Philodox. Kind of gives him a once-over. You are new here, yes?
Yes, Joey finds the choicest bits. Hauser, Board of Two Legs, Philodox, of course, of our nation, Bonauer.
That is fine. It will work. Alright, you know that there was a cub that recently left, yes?
Binary, right?
Yes. See, when she was sent here, it was to deal with a mistake she made. And since she has run off, we now must deal with this mistake. She broke the litany, and she will pay when we find her. But we need you to go and investigate the person that she was telling our truth to, our secrets.
Joey nods at this. She will be dealt with. To purposely break the veil is one of the highest crimes you can commit.
Writes the rules, thinks that it may have spread from her, so be careful. Find out what you can about who knows what she knows, and deal with it accordingly.
Joey just simply nods at that.
And he nods over towards a pad of paper that you can see some stuff written on.
Joey will go to the piece of paper and he will pick it up and look at it.
Has a name and an address.
What is the name, or is it just like a regular name?
It's just a regular woman's name, like Amanda Flower.
Joey, as he looks at the name. Huh. So this Amanda Flower, she's he kind of moves his eyebrow a little bit as if, and she's not kin, is what you're.
No.
He nods, and he will take the piece of paper and he will fold it and he will put it in his jacket pocket.
The sooner this can be dealt with, the better.
Well, you gave me an address. I could do it right now if you want. But what time is it? Is it nighttime or is it daytime?
It's like 6:40 in the afternoon, evening.
In the evening. I could probably do it tonight. Might be better. But he kind of looks at everyone else as if, they have any ideas on the situation. The sooner he gets done, the better, of course. It doesn't matter.
He'll look at him and he'll say, exactly what do you want done?
The litany was broken. Those outside the nation have been told.
I mean, I know how I deal with it back home. You guys might be not so good with it, and it's kill it. With fire and impunity.
Then get to it.
Oh, okay. He'll shrug. Like, well, killing somebody then, I guess.
With that, Joey will he'll move closer to the group and he will show the. It didn't have a face on it, right? It just had a name and an address.
Correct.
He just goes, "We're gonna have to look at this address. If worse comes to worse, we'll have to scatter. So I hope you guys can handle that." He just kind of says,
"Can I ask a question?" Okay.
Who are you wanting to ask a question of?
Joey.
All right.
Why does she have to die? Question.
Joey kind of looks for a moment and he says, rather bluntly, rather to the point, the very fact that our existence has been revealed to one who does not need to know means that it's a danger, not just to this sept. It is to everyone of the nation. This person, for all intents and purposes, we know they are not kin. But what if there's something worse? I've heard stories from others of my sept, the old one, of people who weren't kin, but could sense us and kill us. So there might be this might be a danger in and of itself. If it's not, then just the very fact that it's been revealed must be contained.
And the only way to do that is to kill her?
I think what you're trying to say is that this isn't a risk of a violation of the litany. This is a violation of the litany.
Joey nods at this. There is, he kind of scratches under his chin a bit. Out of character, is the delirium a known thing, or is it
Yes,
just
you
one of
guys
the...
know that delirium. That what happens when you go Krynos and people get crazy, forgetful, and make shit up.
Okay, so he goes, well, I'm sure you've all experienced when we've gone to Krynos. Those who see us, they lose their minds, and then they try to justify what they've seen. But that is within Krynos, that is the delirium, as it's called. But for someone to reveal these things, these secrets of the veil, and to do so purposefully, perhaps, is more abhorrent than to be seen as Krynos.
Is there a way to modify her memory, to remove our existence from her mind?
Joey kind of scratches his, kind of messes with his hair a bit. If there is, I would not know it. Maybe a theurge, perhaps.
You just hit her head on a rock and see if that makes her forget things. And if not, just hit her head on the rock harder, and then bam, problem solved.
You know what? I agree with you. He'll thumbs up. That's one way to deal with it. And he'll look at Kyle, the theurge, like...
Kyle will just kind of look like, well, we could go there and definitely murder her, but there are more ways where we could do it without, I don't know.
Murdering her?
Murdering her?
Not to finish your sentences for you, but I felt where you're going.
I mean, there's lots of ways to handle the issue without just, putting your claw through it. It actually might cause more issues.
I understand, but...
But I'm not telling him how to do his job. I was just trying to see where his head was at.
Yeah, he asked us for opinions. We're good. So the question is can you modify her memory using the spirits?
I've already done it. Well, not that, but when I was dealing with Kate.
So there you go.
I just wanted to see if he was open to it or not. He is the file of dogs.
We catch her, we modify her memories, bim bam boom, we stick her back out in the wild.
Joey just says, again, kind of straightforwardly, if it's possible to do that, then that would frankly be the best solution. However, if this person is revealed to be one who can hunt us and kill us, then he kind of shows his hand as if it's like, we're going to have to do it if it's revealed that this is actually a worse situation than just taking the memory, kind of thing.
Just remember, she was told this over the computer by binary.
Cool.
And he kind of snarls, very displeased with the whole situation.
1 second, please. I ask you for one moment.
Go.
I do possess the ability to rage. Frenzy, even. That was not the correct selection of words to not make it happen.
Kyle will just shake his head, like, kind of sad, like, damn, man.
So Jesse, basically, kind of his teeth grit and he shakes and his hands go tight, like almost like his claws want to come out. He'll just look at Brad and take a deep breath and let it out. Like, yes. And he'll not.
Brad making these obscene noises that actually help.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
Out of character, is there like a sept Philodox, like an elder Philodox, or is it basically just this is being given to Joey and Joey's being allowed to pass judgment on this person?
It's being given to Joey, and Joey and any other Philodoxes that he chooses to take with him get to pass judgment.
Cool.
Joey thinks for a moment. There's another Philodox, right? The young one, Kate, correct?
Yeah,
the one who just he goes. It would be best if she was here with us, because she may have a different perspective on things, but perhaps she is dealing with a thing of her own at the moment. In any case, we shall deal with this accordingly. If we can remove these memories, if the stuff on the computer can be deleted, messed with some way or another. I know that if you get a magnet, you fuck the computer up with it pretty much, it'll not work. That might be a thing. But in the end, let's see how much of a problem this really is. And after he says that, he'll put the piece of paper in his jacket again, and he'll start heading towards his shitty bike.
I know your puppy doesn't get to play bamboozles tonight.
No, Bamboozle's chasing. He's chasing some squirrel over there somewhere.
Jesse
it's a possum, actually.
Then he just kind of shakes his head and steps back, sticking his hands in his pocket.
Jesse, do you need to punch at something?
Nah, I'm fine. I'll be okay.
Are you sure? Because I'm really fun to be punched at.
And you know what? Later on, I will punch you all day, but not right now.
Okay.
Just need to calm the fuck down. I'm good.
All right. Do what you do.
All right.
Well, Joey, you're leading this party. Let us know what we're doing, where we're going.
Yep.
I'm there for you, man.
It takes time to summon spirits and offer proper gymnastics. So it depends on how quickly you want this resolved.
The only thing I ask is that if we go off sept and we are in any form of confrontation or decisions need to be made, that decisions for Brat fall to me, if you don't mind. It's my responsibility and my duties to see to her well-being. He looks like he was not annoyed to say that, but just kind of like, I gotta say it, and I'm not in the mood to be assertive. That was directed to Joey, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Joey will nod at this. He'll say to Jesse, I know that you want to keep teaching Brat everything that you know, of course. But he kind of says kind of stops for a moment. He says, "There is something to be learned with on the field experience."
Mm-hmm.
He'll have to say, she'll have to know that oftentimes we got to do things that aren't so great. We got to do things that we have to do things where the blood never washes, no matter how much you scrub your hands.
I get that. What I'm saying is that if I tell her to run, and one of you tells her to stay put, are you following me?
He nods, yes. Frankly, if it comes to it, I would want everyone to scatter as best they can. And he kind of looks at his bike, and he kind of goes, if it comes to it, I'd probably let this thing be impounded. It's served me good, but it's not worth my neck. He kind of just pats it a little bit, as if it's kind of like a knocking on wood situation.
Look, I'm trying to follow with what Kyle's suggesting here. It's not the way I do it. It's not even necessarily what I think is the best way. But he'll hold his hands up.
Are you planning on conferring with Kate first, or is this a we're gonna go knock on the door, grab her, bring her somewhere, do this?
Joey kind of looks at Gabby for a moment. The longer that this flower is, frankly, the longer that she is still he's having a bit of a hard time to explain it, but he kind of goes, the sooner we do it and we find out that we don't need to kill her, then the sooner we can get back. That's how he thinks it. Yes, I would want Kate to come. She needs to, much like with Brett, it's a good experience. But I'm certain her time will come, one way or the other.
May I play the devil's advocate as to why her death may not be an unjustified response?
If I can play defense?
Fine, of course.
Okay.
The violation of the veil is one of the utmost and top priorities to us. It is the one tenet of the litany next to thou shalt take no action to cause a Karen to be violated that is almost irrefutably and without argument the ones that we have to hold strongest to. I can sit here and argue all day as to how the others can be flexed or worked around or fucked with. Those two, I can't. And not only do those laws need to be upheld to the strongest degree, but when they are violated, that is when the Garou have to strike hardest. You need to set an example. You do not cross this line under any circumstances. People will die because this is so sacred to us. Now, I don't like killing people. I don't like killing innocent people, which is why I'm angry. Because of some fucking... He grits his teeth. God knows he wanted to say some shit, but he doesn't. This is somebody's fucking mistake. Now we have to clean it up. And I don't mind taking it delicately, going around, stuff like that, being humane about it. But at the same time, there's a part of me that understands that you need to send a very clear message. Sand, line, do not cross, or people will die and the blood will be on your hands. And he'll hold his hands up. Like, there you go.
In defense of binary, being that me, Sierra, and a whole squad of us went to go deal with a black spiral problem, the when me and Lefty were dealing with the situation, Lefty agreed to go out and see what was going on. Upon seeing that Lefty died, it's a natural reaction to frenzy. If I were to see you die, Jesse, I would indeed lose my shit. If I were to see Gabby die, I would indeed lose my shit. I would shift. Things would happen. What I'm saying is that, yes, your anger is justified, but at the same time, we have to understand that the rules that are set in place, our problems are our problems. If we can deal with the problems without carving a bloody swath through the situation, I think that speaks more about the person than the accused. Violence is often the easiest answer because it feels good to be vindicated. But being able to see past the raw emotion to the heart of the issue, she frenzied because her pack died. Because somebody she, quite frankly, loved died. If you want, yeah, she broke the litany, punish her for it. But make sure that those that were caught in the crossfire, if it can be mitigated, I believe steps should be taken.
I am aware of what happened because of my position. It was passed on to me. And this happened before she came to this set.
At any point, I get what you're saying. And I think it's necessary and almost right to do right by someone. No, I don't agree with everything that Binary did. But at the same time, I don't think she's beyond redemption.
I literally don't care about her. If she fell off the face of the world tomorrow, I wouldn't even pause for breath. I'm talking about the person who is aware of the people.
We can handle that. There are ways we can handle that. Does she need to die? I don't think so. Do you want to make it? I mean, it's not my place as a Phyllox, but if you want to make an example out of it,
Joey doesn't say anything as Anthony and Jesse are talking, discussing. He simply takes out this kind of shitty-looking cricket phone, you know, like the really, really cheap-ass things.
It's got flip and numbers. Got it.
Yeah, he just takes a picture of the address. I'm assuming Joey has Jesse's number. I'm assuming.
Yeah, definitely.
So he sends it to him, and after that, he just turns the bike on. It roughs like a son of a bitch, and then he's off.
Yeah, I was about to say I agree with that. You know, discussing this is a good idea, but you know, I can just go in, get her, knock her out, bring her somewhere. Then you can argue all you want, but like getting her out first to make sure nothing else horrible happens is probably the best idea.
Jesse will give Kyle's shoulder a squeeze to kind of let him know he's listening to him. He's listening to him.
No, it's like he smiles back at you. It's just like it's two sides. You feel the way you feel. I'm not angry that you feel that way.
Let's go then.
Let us go.
One of us has a car, I think.
He'll wave. You've been in my back seat. But if Rihanna is still playing, it's your fault.
My fault?
Well, your girlfriend's fault at least.
All right, that's fine.
He'll playfully poke Brat's side, like, come on. He'll kind of grab her for a second. Not grab her, but like get her to pay attention to him for a second. Brat, where'd your player go? Brat.
Sorry, I thought that was on.
That's fine.
Brat
Yes.
will look up and raise an eyebrow. See?
It is very fucking rare that Jesse has a serious look on his face, and the next words that are coming out of my mouth mean it. He has one right now.
Oh, she's got a serious face too.
If I tell you to run during this,
Run like fuck.
I want you to run. I don't care if I am about to die. I will be fine. I want you to run. And I want you to go to that one place we had tacos the other night, okay?
Okay. Okay.
If I tell
I
you
will run.
run.
I will run and go to the taco place, and I will order you tacos, and you better be there.
I will be there to finish those tacos with you, yes. But you run.
See. Fine. I will run for that. Okay.
Hell no.
And she's got kind of a little somber face. She knew that the cult had some dark shit to deal with, but like, she appreciates her dead padre, as weird as he is. She appreciates him. He likes horchata.
No.
That's so rare.
He'll bring him to the car, and he'll let them pile in, and he'll actually turn off music for the trip, and he'll drive to about 3 blocks away from the address that Joey gave him. Kind of text him a gas station to kind of meet at midpoint. And pull up there and wait for him.
And what's Joey gonna do?
What Joey will do? That is a peculiar question. Everybody, everybody has left, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's at this gas station, right?
Yeah, they went to the gas station to wait for you.
He will he'll simply text Jesse saying that he'll simply just say, head on over. And that's pretty much it, indicating he's not going to stop.
Okay.
That he's going straight there.
He'll look at the three of them, the three of them while they're still in the car, and he says, "You want to do this from the shadow, or you want to do it from the real world?"
It's quicker if we go through the other world.
That, and I'm not gonna lie, a Native American, a white girl, a little Hispanic kid, and a black dude. That's gonna get us some looks.
Hey, I'm not that little.
Hate it. He just put his head on the steering wheel like I hate it, but it's true.
I'm not that little. That'll frown. Gonna pout.
I'll look down at her.
I mean, I want to be able to be there as quickly as possible if I need to be there. I can always stay back, but I want to stay in the on this side of things so that I can jump right in and I don't have to worry about crossing.
Lily Rhea, you are the Lord Commander Alpha Emperor of this pack. Last time I checked, when we are on away missions. So where you are is up to you.
Kind of.
Look at her, like, remember?
Whoa, wait a second. Did you just call me the Alpha?
No,
You
you are the Alpha at this moment because we are dealing with shit that could turn into a fight.
Shit, right. You're right.
Uh-huh. So where you are is where we go.
So if you say no, Kyle, stay with us, and that's where we are.
No, y'all can absolutely be in the on the other side if you want to be. I want to be there because I can. I'm the muscle.
Whatever
But
you
we
say,
can't.
boss.
I guess we're following you, Gabby, because you're not going near YOLO swag. All right, let's go. Let's go, Jesse.
He'll,
Follow
he'll
me
lock
out.
up. He'll lock up and just get out. Then he'll follow his pack.
I will spend a point of rage to activate city running, so we can actually get there in a reasonable amount of time.
It's like 3 blocks away.
All right. All right, so Joey's going to arrive first because he left first and he didn't stop a ways away.
Mm-hmm.
You going to pull up in front of the complex?
No, he like how long is this complex? Like, is there enough where like you could basically park, like, or rather, is there like a parking lot, for example, or some kind of place where he can?
There's street parking and there's a parking lot.
Joey will do street parking. He will not do it close to the complex. He will do it like a block or two away from it. And he'll simply turn it off, that sort of thing, and he'll kind of frump his jacket a little bit, so it'll kind of, the little top part of it will kind of conceal a little bit.
You going to wait for the others or are you going to head on in?
He will wait at this. He'll wait. It's better if you have eyes all around in this kind of thing, since frankly, we don't have all that information.
And a few minutes later, you will see them walking up. Tellurian side, if I remember correctly, yes?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
They come walking up.
Joey will nod as he kind of looks at the address. I'm assuming it has like a room number or something of that nature.
Yes, it has an apartment number.
What is the number? I'm assuming it is
227.
227. So it's roughly no. So how tall is this complex? Is it like a big apartment thing? I'm assuming.
It's 2 stories.
Okay.
But it looks like there's a lot of units.
Joey will simply kind of look at everybody. All right. So he kind of looks at everybody. We're gonna have to split into 2 teams. We'll need. He kind of counts it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna have to have either 2 or 3 of us go over there, and then 2 or 3 out here to keep an eye. He kind of, just kind of looks at him. Who wants to come with? Who wants to stay?
I would very much like to be closer to you and the person in question. I don't have to go up to the door with you. I don't know what your plan is. If you want to be like, hey, I'm a traveling salesman, or if you want to be like, hey, let's throw down. But either way, I don't have to be right next to you. I can be kind of sneaking behind.
Joey nods. You don't have to be super close. That's totally fine. That'd probably be best. It'd be way too suspicious.
Exactly.
Unless they thought we were on a date or some bullshit. You just kind of...
I mean, yeah, but why would we show up to this person's apartment and be like, hey, we're dating, what's up?
Joey just kind of chuckles at that. He goes over and he looks at Anthony.
character's Kyle, not Anthony.
Oh, sorry. Kyle, sorry. Okay. Joey will turn to Jesse then.
I'll look at him. What's up?
Do you want to come with or do you want to stay? We're going to need to have eyes out here in case something happens.
You, me, and Brad outside.
Joey will nod. And he'll look at Brad and he'll say, stay with Jesse. It's probably safer that way.
Brat will not see whatever you say. And she'll like salute. The leader salute.
Joey then turns to Kyle. Then I guess that means you're going to have to come with us, Kyle. If you can, take care of her memories, then it's very integral to this that you come with.
2 points I would like to bring up. First point being, generally, it's usually a bad idea to split the party. For any other purposes, we don't know what we're walking into. Second point I would like to bring up is that when the party was split last time, that is exactly how Lefty died. So
Joey he'll nod at this. He kind of thinks for a moment. Is there a way that you can perhaps get a glimpse into her apartment that might make things a little bit easier?
Jesse,
But please.
Jesse will hold a hand up and he'll say, "What is your objective?" Like, he's not trying to be like salty. He's very angry right now, but not at him. But he says, "What's your objective? What do you want to do right now? What are we here to do?"
Joey just kind of goes, we're going to find out who this person is and take care of it.
Okay, we know who the person is. How are we taking care of it? I'm not trying to ride your ass. I'm just asking questions so that we know what we're doing. Are we going in there, stabbing her, taking her, and then taking her to a location?
Joey just simply goes, if we can take her and bring her, that would be good. If not, well, I'll take the blame for it. And he'll...
if I can offer another perspective, right? What's the rush of doing it right now?
We don't even know if she's there, to be honest.
We don't even know what's in that building.
Mm-hmm.
We could kick down the door and we could be greeted with a fight. If we know what we're fighting, we can better plan. If we can better plan, there's less chance of people dying accidentally.
This isn't to say, Joey, that your ideas aren't valid.
Valid. Sorry. Jesse's right. I've literally lived this.
He'll shake and say, what?
Jesse's right.
He'll just shake his head again like, well, fuck. And then he'll look back at Joey. Joey, we're not trying to say that your idea is invalid. We just need a clearer objective so that we know what we're doing.
That's what I'm asking. Is there... Kyle, you're a theurge. You commune with the spirits. You know the spirits fairly well. Is there a way that they can see her? See inside her? Try to figure things out that way?
Absolutely.
Then Joey will nod at this. How long do you need to find that out?
Maybe a few hours.
I have a spirit that can do it, but if we call that spirit, I can't do it very much. I could probably do it tonight and get away with it. But if I do, and it's exactly what the spirit does. It's not something that I can just do whenever we want, but I can do it tonight.
I'm also reasonably stealthy. I could go up and try to do some recon. I won't go too far.
Again, Gabby, I love you. I'd rather not see anything happen to you if I can help it.
Sure, but I can also run very fast, so if something bad happens, I won't go too far and I'll just run back.
Here's my recommendation. This is mine. I call the spirit. The spirit find out exactly what is going on in the building. That way, he'll look at Kyle. You don't have to do any chiminage or call any spirits that we're not familiar with, things like that. And then we can do recon together as a pack, including you, Joey, on the building, and as a group, the 1, 2, 3, 5 of us. And then the spirit will get the information, tell us what's going on in the house itself. We'll recon the building, find out if there's any spiritual taint, things like that going, reconvene.
I disagree for the fact that I think that, I think I am sorely missing Kate's opinion in this. And I would love to have her opinion. And secondly, I would like for, it's not a spirit that I haven't dealt with before, so I'm well aware of what I have to do. This is why I said a few hours. It's not a big spirit. It's a small one. But my opinion, thus far, this seems rushed, and when you rush, you make mistakes.
And I agree with you on that.
Joey, that would be your call.
Joey just simply, he looks at Kyle. Which spirit are you wanting to commune with?
There's a few I have in mind, but give me the requisite times and I'll have what you need.
Joey looks at his shitty phone. What time is it now?
7:20 p.m.
7:20.
Joey would notice that Jesse has a rock in his hand. That he's basically like, he'll balance it on the back of his hand, and then he'll like pop it up and flip it and catch it. And he keeps doing that, like back and forth, just kind of catching this rock on his hand.
Joey just looks to Jesse and then looks back to Kyle. Let's see if you can get it in 3 hours. I think that should be plenty of time. If it's from that, I think then we can plan more accordingly as you desire.
One question before you guys break at this point. Who all's watching the apartment complex at the moment? Anybody or?
That sounds like the perfect job for Brett.
Been watching. Yeah, no, Brat's been like, as people are talking, Brat's like focused on her mission of watching the apartment complex.
Can you roll me perception alertness then, please?
Hey, can I join with my brand new gift?
No, because you were talking about it. She was just ignoring y'all.
Not totally ignoring. She's just focusing on her job. Perception alertness?
Yes, please. Standard diff.
Okay. Let me see this. Four successes.
Four successes, yeah. They're getting to this ending of their conversation, and you see a couple SUVs pull up with the windows tinted out on the back and sides. And a couple guys get out of each and head into the complex.
Brat's gonna kind of tilt her head. Hey, yo, guys. And she'll like wave her hand a little. Yesy, ven aquí, por favor. Yesy.
He'll tuck the stone back in his pocket.
Yo, those four big dudes just rolled up in that car with the tinted out windows, which is highly illegal. So I don't know say if they're like into some dark shit or nothing, but they just went into the complex while you guys were talking.
You gotta be kidding me.
Yep, time to go.
Joey will look at he'll look at Brett. Did you see license plate? Did it have any the vans? They have any kind of symbol on them?
Is the car still there? Because you said that
Yeah.
it rolled up into the parking lot, right?
They pulled up on the street.
Brett's gonna tilt her head towards where the car is. It's right there still. I mean, I can walk around it, but it's a little sus.
He'll shake his Jesse will shake his head and say no. He's gonna drop two gifts. One is heightened. He's gonna drop heightened senses, and he's very carefully going to study the license plates.
Perception awareness. And what's the second gift you're gonna do?
It's not one he'd need to drop now. I just realized it. It's perfectly.
Ah, okay.
Miss ST, can you remind me again? And I'm so sorry. What heightened senses does? I'm like out of it.
Subtracts 2 from your difficulty.
Take
You get 2 successes. You make out most of the license plate.
May I roll one more time at a higher difficulty, just to kind of he'll like blink and. Is that okay?
Sure.
Thank you. Yeah, he'll just basically kind of blink and rub his eyes and take a second look, like really concentrating. Which I think constitutes a willpower being spent. There you go. There you go. That's better. That's 4, 5 successes.
You get the license plate number
Okay.
off the back vehicle.
Sweet, go Jesse.
He'll sit back and he'll say, "When I was in Disney World, Dumbo taught me how to remember stuff better." And he'll nod.
Brett's just gonna raise an eyebrow to that. Like, Dumbo's a spirit?
I'll teach you how to do that later. Not tonight.
That's fucking cool.
Jesse wants to go in.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, Joey. Your name sound they start with a J and end with an E, and by E I mean an E sound. Joey, do you want to go in?
Joey simply nods at this. Kyle, is there a way that you can? Can you start working on the calling the spirit?
In the middle of the street?
Why are we going in?
Because strange people just pulled up.
Then why are we going in and not following them?
They went into the building. We're following them into the building
Why?
because they could be doing bad things.
So we're gonna run into the building where we have no idea what's going on, who they are, what
I feel like we just had this conversation.
Exactly. This is not Leroy Jenkins. Stay put. If anything, I will drop the spirit that I have with me. He will follow them, and then we can catch up to them later.
Joey
I'm
just
still staring at the complex, just in case.
Joey just kind of rubs his head.
You want to run into that building, that's fine, and I will say lovely, lovely things at your death rites.
Joey actually kind of breathes in, breathes out.
There's one of two things that's going to happen. Either they're here to bust up somebody's drug raid, completely separate. They're here to take the girl, or they're here to kill the girl. If they kill the girl, we're done and we're good, and we didn't even have to take care of this. If they take the girl, I drop my stone, spirit comes, we rush it after it, and trust me, he'll keep up. And then we follow him. Now, granted, it might also lead to some weird facility or things like that, but at least we'll have time to find out what is going on and not run into instant death.
Kyle's getting back in the car. Oh, well, no walking. We didn't take the car.
Joey will just he'll go, fair enough, fair enough. And he'll kind of nod his head to Jesse as if, an indication to do what he needs to do when the time is right, sort of thing.
We'll nod. I know. He's just watching the whole thing go down, and he'll say, I know you want to act. I know you do. But acting rashly gets people killed. I learned that the hard way when I lost my entire pack. Okay?
Guys, I think one of the SUVs is leaving.
What came out with them?
There's 2 guys.
But they didn't have anybody with them.
No, they just left in one of the cars. That one.
Okay. But chew his lip. If they leave with the girl, we'll send the spirit after the girl. Do you think that's a good idea, Joey?
Joey just is this for Jesse to use the spirit?
No, he's basically if they leave with a person that they didn't go in with, then his suggestion is to drop a spirit to follow them. To follow the ones that left with the extra person.
Yes, Joey will nod at that. Say that's fine. He'll actually look as well, as if he's trying to find like a car or something, but he's looking to see, much like how Brad is, to see if these guys bring someone they're not supposed to, sort of thing.
Brett is just focused on staring at the complex to make sure no one else leaves. This is her job. Unless someone tells her to do otherwise, this is what she would do.
So
Hey,
Kyle
Nat,
is walking
are
back
there-
to the car? Is that what I got?
No, he's starting to walk, but if nobody's following him, he'll like turn around like, are we for real right now? Like,
Sorry, what was your question?
no, he's talking. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say if we're just doing a stakeout, I was wondering if there were like bushes I could hide in, but it looks like there's gonna be another conversation. Is there like something that I can hide behind, but like still be like on this side so that these people can see me, but the people coming from the complex can't see me?
There, those big green power boxes that are on streets?
Yeah.
You can hide behind one of those.
I do that. As long as it's not too far away from everyone.
Nope.
All right, yeah.
What are you guys gonna do?
Cal's trying to figure that out too, because it seems like people are just kind of making plans on the fly.
I believe we're doing a stakeout.
Actually, Joey will. I'm going to use Dex Stealth. He's going to walk into this the complex parking lot, and he'll just use the cars to try and camouflage him.
All right. Roll your dex stealth.
Okay.
Oh, she.
Kyle will look to Gabby and
I
will
get-
look to Jesse. You're my pack. I stay with you. But this makes no sense.
I wholly agree with you. We shouldn't have come here tonight.
Gabby,
Joey's the alpha.
leave.
Hmm?
We want to leave Joey? That's a bad idea.
My priority is you. You are my pack. I've already stated my cause and my reason for concern.
Brad's gonna look at you. See, should I just be standing out here staring at the complex, or should I hide
The
behind
more and more
something?
we stay out here, the more and more unsafe this becomes.
We'll motion her to come near him.
And I am not a fan of making plans on the fly. I am not that eager to fix this today.
So you want me to go in there and drag Joey back out?
Please.
All right, I will
Yes.
try to go behind him. Follow him. Depending on how well
Alright.
he's stealthed, I do want to activate heightened senses.
Okay. Benjanosis or whatever.
Mhm.
And you'll need to roll perception alertness. And if you're going to follow, I will then need a dex stealth.
I mean, I don't want to try to sneak up on him. I just want to, but yeah, in order to hide from any people who might be watching. Okay, what am I doing? Perception, alertness. I'm rolling. And the difficulty is -2, so doing math. Nah, I don't think I see him. I'll just come back and be like,
You're not
guys,
sure where?
I don't know where it went.
I will look at Jesse. You're
We'll
the
look at him.
face. You're the face. This is what I feel. Like, I'm ready for him to challenge me should he need to. But I'm not about to sit here and risk lives, especially with a cub.
If one of you could just point him out to me, that'd be great. I can bring him back. I don't know if either of you can see him. I can't.
He'll grit his teeth and he'll do something he doesn't want to fucking do. Tell him that I declared control over the mission and I call him back right now. It is considered a time of war and he cannot question that. Thank you. And he'll nod. Use that litany to your favor.
You're welcome to roll perception alertness to see if you can spot him.
Yeah, he'll try to spot him for. Yeah, I still have heightened senses up, so that's 2 successes.
You don't see him.
He'll shake his head again.
Can
Yeah.
Brad try?
Yeah, he'll. That's the other thing. He'll pat Brat because she seemed to have a good time finding things.
You can try.
Brat will do her best. Is it perception alertness?
The diff is climbing the longer it takes you guys to try. And
What's
you
the
still
diff
don't
now?
catch him. 7. Which means you tie, which means he's the defender.
Damn it. Brat will kind of give a side frown and shake her head. So I'll say, do you want me to like go up to the complex? Like I'm trying to, like I live there and I'm looking for my keys. So he can wave me down?
Not tell Brad what to do.
He'll basically kind of give it one more good shot. Kind of tightening his jaw again. So that is nope. Well, no, maybe actually.
No, that is one success. Oh wait, you're up to that. So yeah, it's still not enough to beat his 3 successes.
With the willpower spent.
With the willpower spent, that gives you 1 success.
So that's with the willpower spent, it's 1 success because he has heightened
Because you're up
senses.
to diff 8. Okay, so that's 2 successes. That still doesn't beat his
Okay.
spell. Okay, I'm gonna put a pin in you guys and go over to Jesse since he's been
You mean
moving
Joey?
off and is actually inside and now
Joey.
beyond your guys' perception.
God
Joey.
damn it, Joey.
Joey, sorry.
Basically, Joey's just been kind of squatting and using the cars as camouflage. She's trying to get a better view, if you will, of the guys that are going in. Has any other anybody else come down or gone into the complex?
Just the 2 guys that came out before you started across.
Okay.
And they've left.
So there's how many cars are left?
Oh, there's a bunch of cars for residents. There's probably 20 cars in the parking lot.
Okay, but I mean, like, for
the strange ones that pulled up out front, only 1.
Only 1. Okay. He's gonna try and move a little bit to see if there is if there's like a symbol or something on it.
You'll need to roll me perception primal urge.
Well, apparently, I put in a thing for my primal urge, but I guess I didn't fix it, and it never went. So oh well. So it's just perception.
You XP on primal urge.
It was one of the. I wanted a dot in it, but I had no internet access, so there was no way for me to fix it. So, oh well, it's fine. I will burn a willpower just in case, and it did not work again, of course.
You put a space between the dash slash and the R.
Yeah, I know it's really bad. Yet only 1 success.
There is a symbol, but you can't really make it out. And it's something that you just cursory glance just passes over.
I want to try again, if I can.
You can raise the diff and try by 2 and try again.
No, they're just 1
You
success
still have
again.
only 1 success.
Yep.
There's something there, but something about it you just can't make it out.
As he does that, Joey decides to return back to the group, as he can't find out what that symbol is, and there's been no movement since then. It's worse for him to be out there now, so he'll return.
Actually, how many people here have curiosity? I know I'm gonna have to make Joey roll.
All right, I got it.
That's fine.
I don't, because I was not suicidal when I made this character.
I got it. You want me to roll it?
Is your character curious about what the hell's going on in there, even if it's a bad idea?
No. What's on Kyle's mind right now is the safety of his pet, because he literally saw someone die in the same situation.
Pretty much. That's kind of where I am.
I mean, if you still want to say he's curious, I'll roll it. But
If that's not something you're thinking about, then no. But I can definitely say it would be on Joey's brain.
Yeah, Jesse's just...
What do I have to roll for that? Is it
I
my
believe it's
willpower?
wits.
Or so?
Oh, sorry, she revised it, so it's you roll willpower, defate. Have been
Willpower.
corrected.
Okay. Where are you? Willpower. There we are. And I already used one, so that's
You still roll your permanent willpower.
okay. Nope. Of course not.
Yeah, you think about going back to the group, but you're like, I know something's going on here. I need more information.
So that is what will happen. Joey actually does kind of go into the direction of the group, but there's something. There is something about that symbol. He's only gotten glimpses. It has to be something. Because I mean, tinted, shit and everything. That's something. So he'll actually turn around and he'll actually return back to try and get that image. Try to get a better view of this thing.
You can go right up to the SUV if you'd like. Your brain physically cannot comprehend what this symbol is.
Then in that case, then Joey will just take a picture of it with the phone. Even though it's a flip phone, they do have cameras on it.
And the picture you take is very blurry.
He will look at his phone and he'll see the blurry image of it. It's like, the hell is this thing? He will actually touch the image. He'll touch the symbol.
Take 1 point of aggravated damage.
Oh boy.
Can't soak that in Hamid, so just enjoy that point of burnt fingers.
Okay. Do you want me to you want me to soak it with my stamina, I'm assuming?
You can't. You can't in Hamid.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Okay, that's fine. On a scale of 1 to 10, how unbearable is the aggravated damage to his fingers?
The momentary contact was kind of like putting your hand on a burner that's red hot.
Okay. Do you want me to roll that he doesn't scream? Because that hurts like a motherfucker.
Sure, you can roll willpower not to scream.
And I'll burn another willpower for that. It's
Can't spend willpower on a willpower roll.
Oh, right. Sorry.
That's all right. That's why I'm here.
Please do not scream, Joey, you son of a bitch. He does not scream.
He does not scream. It hurts, but you don't scream. You may go, but that's
yeah,
about it.
That's pretty much what he does. He legitimately grits his lip, biting it. It's like pretty damn hard. There's actually, he can taste he can taste iron as he's kind of willing himself. With that, I believe his curiosity should be sated. With that, he will attempt to return to the group with this newfound knowledge of a horrible burning pain from the van.
Okay, you're going to start making your way back. Brad, you roll willpower, because you've been doing a lot of waiting around for nothing. A lot of it. A lot of it.
And well, yeah. Brett will be rolling willpower, and that's, as you said, willpower wits or just willpower?
Just willpower.
Okay.
Your difficulty will be 7.
5, 10. Okay.
You're good. You're fine.
Brett might do it. but keep on staring. Her duty. She's a little bored, but her duty.
Joey makes his way back to you guys.
When Jesse sees him, Jesse looks at him and says, "We're leaving."
Joey will. He'll give his phone to Jesse, and he'll look at his hand like, is it like, what does it look like? I'm assuming you said it was like on a steamer, so I'm assuming it's like fairly red, if not almost charred, maybe.
Yes.
Okay. Joey will go, yeah.
Mouth opens, and Jesse grits his teeth and says, "Did I stutter? We are leaving now."
He agreed with you.
No, I know. Handing the phone to him pushed him. He was basically like, "Move. Now."
Well, in that case, then yes, Joey is moving.
Good. We will,
Brett is moving as well.
Kyle.
We're leaving. Goodbye.
and Gabby, move. Go. Let's go.
She's absolutely moving.
Yep.
And he'll get them nice and away from all that mischief. He can get his car later. Fucking Uber exists.
I just want to cross over so that we're like out of this and go back in the Umbra.
He'll nod. He'll nod.
That way we can get back there faster too.
And he'll say, "Kyle, can you help Brat cross?
Oh, of course.
Do it. Make sure she gets through."
Yep.
And he'll basically wait till everyone gets through and then go through himself. Just keeping an eye out.
What's the gauntlet here?
You are looking at an 8.
Kyle will say we should probably get out of sight first. Not just
Come on.
disappear in the middle of the street. So it's 7 for me. Arg. Two successes.
Takes you a couple seconds, but you get you and Brad across. Or a few seconds, like 30.
Hey, look at that! For some reason, I also get across.
Gabby gets off or gets across eventually.
Jesse, by the way, will look at the image on the phone and kind of soak it in.
You cannot, for the life of you, tell what is on that image.
Okay. So before Joey crosses, because he realizes that if he takes his phone across the Umbra, it's going to land on the floor, he'll close it and just toss it at Joey. Letting him get hold of it. And he's just waiting for Joey to cross to make sure everybody gets across. Are you there, Evan?
Yes, we want to make history.
You're not transmitting voice if you're trying to speak, Evan. You have a hardwire mute on your mic.
Hello.
Hello.
There we go. Yes? No? There we go. Then, yeah, Joey will just grab the phone and he will move, as Jesse said.
Yeah, Jesse basically just waits till he crosses and then he'll across himself.
And notice for you and the puppy.
They will notice that when Jesse gets on the other side, his hair is a darker shade of his hair is dark black right now instead of the very dark brown it is, with very little shine, and his eyes are a much darker blue. And his skin is duskier, and he looks almost a little more feminine. Actually, Brat's seen this before. Brat saw it when he was angry.
Brat's gonna go.
He takes a deep breath and blows it out.
Oh, right. Brad hasn't seen this. Cow's on fire now.
Eat flavor.
Literally gonna look
I
at
mean,
him.
Gavin's a little on fire because Pegasus, but not as much as the fire spirit guy.
Like literally his skin and like arms, like it's almost like he's made out of fire.
That is a thing. ST, does Joey look like anything now that he's within the Umbra?
Does he have spirit heritage of anything? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
He looks like himself.
Okay, then that's good then. I was unsure.
Yeah, he just looks at Brat, and he'll basically move them, like encourage them to move away from the area. He can go back to his car. He can do all that, but he'll he'll just get them out of the area essentially.
Don't want to go and investigate on the Umbral side while you're there?
No.
No, absolutely not. And once they are a goodly amount of way, he'll just rub his face and just look at Kyle.
Told you I trust you.
At least we're on the same page. He'll hold his hand up.
High five. Let's go.
High five. Up top.
Kyle, I need you to roll me perception spirit lore before you guys fully leave.
Perception spirit law?
Yep. Standard diff.
Okay. That's my willpower.
If you want.
I will. That is the wrong amount of dice.
It's the right amount, it's just the wrong size of dice. We don't use D110s.
Why not?
Because then you'd never fail.
I know. Exactly one success.
All right. Roll me intelligence Umbralore then.
Okay.
Success gives you an option for this check. I'm going to make history.
3 successes.
All right. So you noticed something spiritually in the Umbra when you got over, as you guys were starting to move out.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that there's almost a bubble that's like slowly contracting in, that's kind of following the path that these SUVs took. And there seems to be a bubble where there doesn't seem to be any spirit activity about where the front of the apartments are. And that's it.
I will look. Well, that's something you don't see every day. He will say out loud.
Brat will kind of look at him. What's what? Guess.
There's like, I'll explain on the way back. I have a lot of questions to ask. But as they're walking, like usually when you're in the city, there's like a lot of pattern spiders and things, like keeping the order around the place. But
Guess
here,
what?
but here it's like it's really empty, you know? and
Is
like
that
all this
usual?
stuff. That's really unusual.
That sounds like bad news.
Probably is, and there's SUVs usually don't have umbral reflections of bubbles, so
Bubbles?
bubbles.
Something about that just sounds sinister.
It's not necessarily sinister. It just means that whatever's happening there is definitely supernatural in nature.
So like, if it's supernatural, how come you can't see it? Is it got like a little shield?
Something like that, I'm guessing.
Like a little umbrella? It's
About
just
that.
like, no, none of your business.
See,
Huh. Curious.
what I said.
See, very curious. I agree. I concur.
You know, I could teach you some stuff if Jesse allows it.
Oh, we could ask him when he's feeling a little better.
See?
And not so kinda,
You do notice that his hair has gone back to
you know.
the dark brown, and he looks fine again. He's just walking with his hand in his pocket.
Yo, Teach, can I point stuff out?
He'll look over to him. Yeah, of course. Takes a village, right?
See? And he'll start like pointing stuff out in the Umbra, like explaining like what that is. Like basically rudimentary spirit lore. Like what like a wild spirit looks like and how things are different and stuff.
Actually, Kyle, do me a favor. When you get a chance, do you think maybe you could explain the talons and fetishes to her a little better? Honestly, it's more your business.
Brett's gonna snicker at fetish.
He'll smile and shake his head.
Basically, you know, you ever made a deal with somebody?
Brett will kind of get like a little dark look that'll fade away. Yes.
With spirits, basically, you're making a deal with them that they'll do something for you if you do something for them. When you do something from them, it can be big, small, big or small. This is why you have to be specific on what you say you can do and what you can't do.
Because the loopholes can bite
think
you in
of
the
it-
ass?
Bingo. So basically, a talon is like a one-time favor. A fetish is like a longer favor. These can be weapons, chains, and otherwise.
I see.
Talons, one-time favors. You can have a lot of those. Fetishes, long-time favors.
So it's like cultivating connections.
See.
That's not too bad. Sounds pretty cool, actually.
Jesse will kind of walk next to Joey and give him like a little bit of a shoulder bump, like softly.
Joey will just he's kind of like even in the Umbra, he's kind of like looking at his hand.
You're used to working alone, aren't you? He sounds like soft and like he's being understanding and like just wanting to talk to Joey, like gently.
Joey just kind of nods a bit at that. In a way, yes. When it came to, I hate to keep sounding like a broken record, but the old ways. Strike hard, strike quick. That's what they taught me.
I hear that.
Of course, they also said sheer numbers, but, well.
You know, it really is a very valuable skill to be able to make calls on the field. It's something that you as a Philodox are going to have to learn. But I also feel as your friend, it's important to point out to you when people are looking to you in a position of leadership, when you have the benefit of planning, of putting things together. It never harmed anything to double and even triple check your plan. We came out here weak and without a plan. And it could have cost one of our lives. And that's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's not Kyle's fault. We needed, and we should have been, on a more clearer page. And it's your job as a Philodox to know that. And I want to see you succeed. So I'm pointing that out as your friend. And he'll just take a breath.
Joey does not say anything. He just kind of nods his head to it.
He'll take his hand and he'll kind of look at it. What happened?
I couldn't make out what that symbol was, so I took a picture. And while you saw what it was blurry. I've never seen anything like that before. So, Joey just kind of goes, just being me, I decided to touch it, and it burned. It felt like touching a extremely hot oven. It's definitely supernatural with that kind of response to it.
He'll
But
pat the back of his hand, kind of like, well, there you go, and he'll say, "I bet you'll never do that again." No, kind of smile at him.
Joe just kind of goes, I might do it again, but I'll wear a fireproof glove this time.
Kyle will turn around to Jesse.
He'll look up at him.
Would it be okay to say that the conversation was like in private, or was it like kind of open and talking?
He was open enough.
All right.
No, look.
Kyle will be like, does she know how to use talons? Pointing at Brad.
I've used them a couple times around her. She's been part of a group discussion, but why don't you make sure?
Okay. Kyle will pull out a guy's breath and look at Brad. This is a guy's breath, right? Sometimes when people get hurt, it's important to know how to like help them and administer aid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he hands it. Looks like a gourd, almost like a hollowed out avocado. And and he'll toss it to her. Give it a shot.
What should I be doing with these?
It's a talon, like I said before, and you're gonna use it. You know how to use it?
I mean, I've seen Yessie use them, but like I've never had to myself.
Well, I'm gonna teach you. So,
Okay.
like, you know that sensation you felt when you crossed over?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's your inner connection to Gaia, right? Our mother, right? So you'll be able to with like practice and skill, you can strengthen that connection, and you'll be able to hear her voice more clearly, and you'll be able to do like a whole lot of stuff. But
That's pretty cool.
But when you want to use talons, you can do that. So like hands are like, go ahead, like try and heal his hand. Like think of the same sensation of you cross them. You should be able to do it. So basically, he's telling you to roll your noses.
Yeah. So Brad's gonna go over to Joey with his injured hand, and she's gonna hold the weird avocado-looking gourd, and she will focus on that sensation of, that sensation of just feeling that when she was like that connection with Gaia, and just straight gnosis.
Yeah, straight gnosis. I believe it's diff 5, right, Natalie?
Oh, she.
B, you got
All
it.
right, you get back the point of ag you had taken, Joey.
You see his hand knit up.
Hooray!
See?
Sweet, that's freaking cool. And
Joey
she'll have
will
like a
act-
really excited look on her face.
Joey will actually kind of move the hand around. Thank you.
And that's how those work. When you go through your eventual rite of passage, you'll learn how to, you'll be given more talents and you'll be given more responsibility and all that. And soon you'll be badass like Gabby. But,
I do want to be badass.
sure. You'll be able to, like, have a whole bunch of talent to be able to do a whole bunch of cool shit. Rank your own deals. When you're an
Yes, all
adult.
the connections. When I am an adult. Well, yeah, you're right. I'm cub, right?
See?
I am but a widow. A niña.
I hate that term, but it's necessary.
Niña or widow?
No, cub. It makes you seem like infantile. It's good.
Yeah, but like I don't know things. I know actual shit.
Still,
I told Kyle she's a Cub Scout. He'll put his 3 fingers up like a Boy Scout. She's like a Tiger Cub.
I don't know. You'll smile.
Just grin.
So, practice
He's
your and you'll get it.
Jesse's been quietly talking to Gabby.
Mhm. Once, like, I'm sure that you got that down looking at threat, I can teach you some more cool stuff. But only if
Den padre.
see, says it's okay.
We do not use the den D word. It's too
I don't
weird.
know. Who knows? Maybe you can breathe fire one day.
And she gets like this excited look on her face.
Look, Jesse just looks at her like, I can't control your life. I'm not that kind of father. You want to breathe fire one day? You go ahead and you do it. I have faith in you.
Yes.
You should be able to make fire hurtless, but it still hurts. Pro tip.
And I think that's a great place for us to end this scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching and all that fun stuff. Good night.